Now, I don't know if any of y'all have noticed, but the cost of existing is getting very expensive. Y'all remember when live below your means meant that you just didn't go out to eat as much throughout the week, or you didn't buy that new video game or them new shoes? Now, if you tried to live below your means, you'd have to not eat a couple meals or maybe don't pay a couple bills. You know we in bad shape when struggling is expensive. I mean, the price of everything done went up. Well, except for minimum wage. And the way that things headed, I don't think it's gonna get better no time soon. They starting to charge for unusual things. You gotta pay to use a shopping cart. What they gonna start charging for next? Oxygen? And if they start charging for oxygen, I'm gonna be in trouble with this nose. I can only imagine what it's like for the kids. You know, your mom pick you up from school, you drive by McDonald's, you talking about, can we stop there? She talking about, we ain't got McDonald's money. I said, we ain't got grocery money either. You not saving no money going to the grocery store no more, fam. Eggs is $8. If I spent $8 on eggs, it better come with a chicken. The price of eggs, oh, how I seen a dude at 7-Eleven paying for his gas with an omelet. These grocery prices even got the rappers acting different. I saw this rapper music video the other day, Buddy in the club sipping on almond milk. Instead of making it rain in the club, Buddy was throwing coupons. Grocery prices so high right now, an expensive dinner date is a trip to the kitchen. I tell you what, these prices keep growing up the way they is right now. I'm going to change my name from Fredo on TV to Fredo on Tractor and become a farmer. And you know who to blame for all this? Them gas station owners, man. If they would have lowered them prices when everybody was in the pinch, maybe the farmers would be a little more lenient. You know them grocery prices high when people stop talking about gas. But you know me, I wouldn't worry about no gas prices. I had to sell my car. Boy, I've been riding around on a hoverboard. If y'all think gas prices bad, wait till you see how much it is to buy a car. Let me tell y'all something. The prices they asking for these cars right now is void of logic, reasoning, and simple human decency. I went on Facebook Marketplace. It was a dude trying to sell a straight pipe skateboard for $15,000. And let me just put y'all on real quick, because if you ever having a bad day and you need a good laugh and I ain't uploading, take yourself over to Facebook Marketplace and see what these people be saying about these cars. You'll go on Facebook Marketplace and see a 2013 Nissan Altima with 400,000 miles on it. The battery done fell out. One of the tires missing. Car like it barely survived an Avengers fight. And they asked for $22,000. Then these crazy folks had a nerve to put in the description, don't try to lowball me, I know what I got. Apparently not, because you got me fucked up. And you got to be careful with Facebook Marketplace, because some people will tell you that a car look a certain way and they got these pictures and stuff, and they pull up with something that ain't nothing like what you was looking for. They'll tell you they got a Corvette, and the only problem with it is it need a battery. So you like, all right, bet, pull up. They show up, and it's a Kia Soul on the back of that joint. But you desperate, you know, you need something to get back and forth from A to B. So you're like, you know what, I'll give you a couple $100, I'll take it off your hands. Now you don't feel as bad, because, you know, you think you done hit a lick. You know, a car battery only costs $100 to $200, so you go to the parts store, come back, toss it off in there, crank it up, and the car's shaking like an Autobot with Parkinson's. And that's how some folks end up spending $2,000 on a car with $4,000 worth of damage. These folks will tell you the car got a little interior damage, so in your mind, you like, oh, okay, they done spilled something on the carpet, it got a little stain or two, or some maybe a little dusty. And then you get in the car and it smelled like SpongeBob laundry. And the dealership ain't much better. Granted, you do get a little more, like, you know, confidence in the quality of the car. That price tag gonna hit you across your head. You see a car you like, you take it on a little test drive, you like, oh man, I'm finna be looking nice. So you get back, it's time for negotiation. And you know, they're like, you know, you wanna pay cash, you wanna finance. You take the finance, they finna go ahead and charge you for the first 2 years just on interest. And if you take the cash route, then they're just gonna disrespect you. They're gonna be like, you know, I know the asking price was $38,000, but I think if you really buy it right now, I'll be willing to give it to you for about $37,999 if you throw in the kidney. With the way things going right now, I might just get them wax and feathers and try to fly like Icarus. Maybe I can buy a tune-up for my hoverboard. They're going to make me go to Home Depot and buy some materials so I can MacGyver one of them Flintstone whips. I'm going to be at the stoplight like, you thought you were getting free foot footage in this climate? Quit playing with me, man. Hit my Cashapp right now. I can tell you one thing, though. When you get older, you realize that, you know, paid off is a lot better than brand new, okay? Because in this current climate, you know, you one bad day away from being homeless. And if you got a car that belongs to you, you'll never have to go to sleep on the street. And let me tell you, if you think them car prices is disrespectful, wait till you see the price of having somewhere to stay. I can tell you with confidence, if you have a minimum wage job, the only way you're going to be able to afford somewhere to stay is if you keep working, because you're going to be sleeping in the break room. These folks will charge you $1,500 a month to stay in a refurbished shoebox with no bathroom. And I ain't even talking about a good shoebox neither. I'm talking about that shoebox you used to get back in the day when you found you a pet outside and you poked holes in it so it could breathe. That shoebox. And then to fix the holes that was in it, the landlord just painted over it. And you gotta be careful with the retail people too, because they'll have these pictures on the internet of a house that look immaculate. And then you get there and that joint be busted like a pedophile on How to Catch a Predator. I remember when I had first went house shopping, bro, and I'm looking around for somewhere to stay, man, and I see this place and it looks extravagant, man. I'm talking about it's a gated community, it got a pool and everything, bro. Inside look beautiful. When I first pull up to the place, I didn't even know I was there because it wasn't a fence in sight. Then to make matters worse, on the way in, I'm driving, I go into this portal, turned out it was a pothole. You want to talk about a bad parking lot? Look like they went and found an old battlefield and poured cement on it. I get up to the building to meet up with the person that's supposed to be showing me around, and it was pretty cool. I can give them that, but you know, the place wasn't nothing like I expected. As soon as we walk into the apartment complex, it was a cockroach that came and tried to take my wallet. Now, you know me, I'm DZ, I ain't scared of nothing, so obviously, you know, I got right with him. I square up. And everything was going good at first, you know, I'm throwing them good ones to him. Meet my y'all, you feel me? I'm fanning him up, but then next thing you know, this motherfucker started flying. Now, I ain't got no issue fighting the bug, but the moment they evolve and start flying, well, I feel like there's some cheating at play, okay? You got enhanced mobility. Long story short, he ain't get my wallet, but, you know, I gave him a couple of dollars. Now I got attitude, but I'm like, you know what? I drove all the way here. Let me at least check the room out. So, you know, we started going up the stairs. I see chalk outlines on the floor. The neighbors bumping loud music. It smelled like Newports and 40-ounce 40s. Family. We get to this room. Buddy opened up the door. I promise y'all, this room was smaller than the amount Donald Trump paid in taxes. That motherfucker didn't even have room to think in it. Literally. Buddy asked me what I thought. I had to go in the hallway. Now I'm in the hallway losing my cool because I feel like I done got catfished. I'm like, bro, this don't look nothing like what you told me, bro. And then on top of that, bro, where the pool at? Tell me why bro gonna point out the window talking about the pool right there. I go to the window, I look, I'm like, I don't see nothing. He point, I look down. Bro pointing at the pothole I hit coming in. Now I'm fed up because I feel like buddy just wasted my time, you know, my gas. And then my bumper messed up. I gotta get that fixed. Like, I done lost money just coming to this visit. So I'm like, man, hell no, I ain't finna buy this, bro. And he was like, you know what? How about I lower the price? You know, $200 a month. And I'm like, you know, my lease finna end, and I gotta have somewhere to stay. You know what? Maybe I should consider it. So I start going down the stairs. I'm gonna go to my car. I'm gonna think about it. I get to like the last 2 flights of stairs, man. I'm hearing this large commotion outside, bro. I'm talking about sirens coming and everything. So in this situation, I do what I think anybody would have done. I said, I'm finna go be nosy. I'm trying to go see what's all the hubbub. Fam, I get outside and it is a commotion, bro. I'm talking about, it's people crying. The police is all everywhere. It's an ambulance. So I go over to one of the officers, so, you know, they got my car blocked off. I'm like, yo, what's going on? Can I leave? And they're like, you know, we need to get some information from anybody that may have seen something. You know, we got a call about a domestic situation. And turns out, I think they said it was like this cockroach that had got mugged by a rat for a couple of dollars. Needless to say, Master Splinter was a real one. I got my couple of dollars back, and then I ended up moving to a better neighborhood. Inflation has gotten so bad, even dating has gotten expensive. There are women out there today that said they won't even respond to a message unless you send them money. I mean, why wouldn't you do that? I mean, she got a gold-plated hoo-ha, and she's the only woman on the planet. There was a girl that went on a podcast recently and said that if a man makes $1,000 a week, he's broke. He ain't got nothing. Now, if you know me, you know I spent most of my life impoverished. I ain't never had much, but I ain't never had nothing. And I can tell you right now, $1,000 a week, that would have been nice. Shoot, I wish I would have had $1,000 a week. You know how many sleep sandwiches I could have saved if I had that kind of money? Like, fam, that's $4,000 a month. It's people that work 2 jobs that won't see that in a month. But like, I get it, I guess, you know, because if you're taking care of 2 people, you know, $4,000 probably ain't enough. But you probably shouldn't have signed up to be a caregiver. The reality of it is a lot of these women today don't want a partner. They want a dad. And to that I say, yours should have just came back with the milk. And fellas, don't let me discourage you, okay? If you got the money to borrow like that, hey, you do your thing, man. If you want a dependent, you go right ahead. But not I. Now, granted, if this was your wife and kids, that's a different story. You know, it ain't nothing to take care of your family, your people. But just dating some random chick that you don't even know, you got to be a different breed of stupid. To all my people out there that are searching for love in this current climate, I just want to remind you of 2 things. Love don't cost a thing, but a relationship does. You need to make mental note that cost is not always monetarily, okay? It might cost you time, you know, energy and effort. And if you really do love a person, it's always going to be worth it. A relationship should not be 50-50. It should be both people giving they all at every given time. If your partner wake up one day and all they got is 30% and they give you all of that 30%, then that's 100. It's a partnership. You pick up where they lack and vice versa, and that's how y'all keep each other growing and going. On a serious note, the world is in a very difficult place right now. There's a lot of tension and war going on. The cost of just surviving is very high. A lot of people are in tight spots, and one bad day from being in a worse situation. So to all y'all out there, man, take care of yourselves, do the best that you can. And I wish I was in a position to help people more, give you something more than a laugh, but I'm not. But I have hope that one day I will be, and then I can make sure my internet family is straight. But if you are struggling and you need help, I don't have a lot, but I do have more than I need. So I'd be grateful to help you out if I can. Y'all be easy, man.
Don't talk like one of them. You're not. Even if you'd like to be. To them, you're just a freak. Like me.